You're looking at a beach assault, the much-anticipated culmination of exercise Bold Alligator 2012. BA-12, a combination of live and synthetic training, was the largest amphibious exercise on the East Coast in nearly a decade. The scale and scope of BA-12 was massive: 24 ships and more than 14,000 personnel from Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Portugal, Spain, Turkey, the UK, and the US conducted amphibious ops from Virginia to Florida. The goal? To get Navy and Marine Expeditionary Brigade staffs back to their roots by planning and executing a contested amphibious assault from a sea base. A sea base is a floating cluster of joint assets that does not require the support of shore-based infrastructure. From the sea base, commanders can rapidly deploy aircraft and vehicles ashore. Under the purview of U.S. Fleet Forces and Marine Forces Command, major U.S. participants were Expeditionary Strike Group 2, the 2nd Marine Expeditionary Brigade Landing Force, the Enterprise Carrier Strike Group, and forces from Navy Expeditionary Combat Command, Military Sea Lift Command, and Mine Countermeasure units. The scenario that planners created was complex and fluid, and even incorporated lessons learned from actual events such as the Libya operation. In BA-12, 3 fictional countries, Garnet, Amber, and Amberland, took center stage. Enemy forces from Garnet invaded neighboring Amber, a U.S. ally, and began mining harbors. In response to this attack, U.S. and coalition forces conducted a sea-to-shore assault on Garnet. In addition to the mines, Garnet made this assault more difficult by establishing anti-ship missile sites on the coast. CNO Admiral Jonathan Greener visited command ship USS Wasp and had this to say.
I want the Navy to think about war fighting first. That's number one. Number two, we have got to operate forward. The Navy has always been at its best forward since the War of 1812 and beyond.
Vice Admiral Richard Hunt, Commander, Naval Surface Forces, talked to participants aboard USS Kearsarge. He told them the training they were getting in BA-12 is essential to the future of the Navy and Marine Corps. Lieutenant J.G. Denoyer shared some details of Vice Admiral Hunt's speech that pertained especially to SWOs.
He said the direction of the surface Navy is going to be amphibious warfare, minesweeping operations, and ballistic missile defense.
Rear Admiral Kevin Scott, Commander, Expeditionary Strike Group 2, said the partnering between the Marines and the Navy was a critical component to BA-12, and that the many assets working so closely together offered a rare and valuable training opportunity. Captain Dorian Jones agreed with Rear Admiral Scott, telling SWONET that BA-12 was fine-tuning participants' skills.
These are skills that we've always had. As we do these operations, we get a chance to hone those skills and get them back into sharp focus, and always have this skill set available to us and available to the national decision makers.
We spoke to participants to find out what they thought of Bold Alligator.
It's a large-scale exercise. It's complex, and it required every bit of that training to make sure we achieve the objectives we set out to do.
There aren't very many places or capabilities in the world that can match what you see in this team.
Being asked to land LCACs, have Harriers take off within minutes of each other is common. It's what we practice, and it's nice to be able to come out here and see why we practice it, because one day we could very easily have a mission of landing the landing force, and when that mission comes, we're going to be ready.
The training doesn't stop here. There will be a Bold Alligator every year, alternating between synthetic-only training and a combination of synthetic and live action. BA-12 was a tremendous success, showcasing the participants' ability to plan and execute a complex amphibious assault from a sea base, skills that will prepare naval forces for myriad real-world events.